Who says rainy days and Mondays have to get you down? How about a message from the Inner Child Oracle? The card I had pulled was Write a Letter. And it's funny because I just talked in another post. I'm Christine, Whispers of the Wounded Soul, if you don't know me. But I just posted something about our inner child and what you would say to your child self now, if you could, what advice you would give yourself. So it's funny that this card came up today. But I wanted to read it to you. Along this healing journey, it can be helpful to write letters to your inner child. Powerful emotions can be released and expressed through letter writing, either to your inner child or as your inner child. If you have pulled this card, it's time to write a letter and listen to your intuition. So I'm not going to read the whole awareness exercise to you, but the gist of it is to write a letter to your inner child of what you would like to tell them, what you thought you needed to hear back then when you were going through things. And what it does is it helps bring things up that you might need to release that you didn't realize you were carrying. And it also just helps you talk to that wounded child that's still inside of us. We all carry our inner child, all of us. And it talks to them and lets them know that they're heard and they're understood and they're loved. And if you want to write your letter as your little child self that was struggling, you can do that too. And release all the things that happened to you and who did it to you. If you're already in therapy, and I always say this, or on medication, talk to your doctor before doing this type of work, because I consider this deep shadow work, and that is what helped me heal. But when you're doing deep shadow work and you're bringing up things that you'd shoved down for years because you didn't want to face, it's rough. But the problem is those nagging thoughts and those limited beliefs and the self-sabotage that we do to ourselves, those beliefs are things that we've carried around, some of us, for a lifetime. And those are what's tearing us down. And again, those are just thoughts and beliefs that we took on, as a lot of us as children. And a lot of those beliefs aren't true. And if they are, it doesn't define you. So I talk a lot about belief clearing and inner child work. And honestly, I was at the end of my rope, really ready to give up at 58 years old. Everyone told me things get better, and it wasn't getting better. But that's because I was still in the same place and I wasn't trying. I had 25 years of tools, belief clearing tools, hypnosis, all of it. But I didn't use it on me. I didn't want to do the work. And then I realized one day when I was ready to give up, I do want to be here, but it's just so hard, I kept telling myself. And that was part of my limiting beliefs, telling myself it's hard. You have to turn those thoughts around. If you want to know more, follow me. I share so much information on my YouTube channel, my Facebook page, and Instagram, and now I'm on TikTok. And I don't really know what I'm doing as far as a lot of social media, but I never want anyone to give up because they think there's no hope. And I want to do a quick card for you that I pulled from, it's one of the Animal Oracle card decks. I didn't look at the name before I pulled it out. But it's the Raven, Shaman. You are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. There is power in your wisdom and words. Connect with the elemental spirits, and guide through the void. Claim your place as the keeper of the mysteries. So pretty much what it's saying too is your words have power, and that's what I was saying too. We have power over our thoughts. We don't have to go where our thought takes us. We can tell it no and we can move on. But the inner child work, writing a letter to yourself, can be really healing. Thanks, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.